All right, show of hands, who forgot it was Shaq Fu night tonight? What's up, Satellite? What's up, Two Hit? What's up, Evo? What's up, Retro Spiso? Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday, insofar as it can be. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing great. I'm having a lovely day. I could never forget. What's up, Deep Thought? What's up, Ms. Roy? It won't happen unless someone votes for it. Oh, but the terrible inevitability. There it is. There it is. He's such an asshole. What's up, Manic? Glad you survived. But can you survive the ravages of Shaq Fu? Is the question. But yes, hello, hi. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. Despite Los Angeles and blazes, I'm still doing okay here. It's the news has been very grim. The news has not had many favorable tidings, but I must look on the bright side. I'm really quite safe down here in my corner of the city. So I very much feel for all the people who are suffering and losing everything right now. But I take some solace in the knowledge that I'm pretty well insulated from it. I heard about that. Kenneth Fire may have been arson. Say they arrested a suspect. God, how depraved do you have to be to start a fire in a situation like this? The people I follow on Blue Sky lost their house to the flames. The Palisades fire is like gobsmacking. It is crazy how much destruction that has wrought, and it's still completely uncontained. So, I mean, hopefully they can keep it from advancing east any further, but man. And of course, the air and the skies all over Los Angeles is just purely apocalyptic now. In the morning here in the South Bay, it looked like evening. The sky was overcast. The sun was red. The sunlight coming in through the windows first thing in the morning was orange. Bizarre. Something you do to help prevent this from happening in the future? Yeah, address climate change. Basically that. Work decided we work from home all next week. That's nice of them. As far as I know, I gotta go into the office tomorrow, which is just up in El Segundo. It's not the worst thing in the world. So, and I gotta leave early anyway to pick up my kids, so it won't be that big of a deal. So, like most large scale problems facing modern society, there is something that can be done, but it's not something that will be done. Probably they head to our office just south of the 210 in Pasadena. Oh. Yeah, that would do it. I mean, my wife's office is closed and they're downtown. So. But yeah, it's a hell of a thing that's going on right now. 2025 just decided to come out of the gate kicking and screaming, didn't it? Like, waited one entire week. That was all it could do for us. It could wait one entire week before something just went completely to shit. Rake the forest and build a big wall to keep the flames out. Controlled burns need to be implemented. I mean, easier said than done. Far easier said than done. 2016, the gritty reboot. Yeah. But yeah. Outside of that, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had a good work day. Sure, Greenland and Canada can help. Yeah, I'm sure having Greenland and Canada will help a lot. So fucking stupid. I know, we haven't even made it to the inauguration yet. Things are already going to hell. Anyway. I did have a good day. I did have a good day of work. Nice quality day. Played some more Rogue Trader. Man, Rogue Trader is great. Rogue Trader does make you feel a little bit better about the current world. Because, man, it sucks to live in the 40k world. It sucks so hard to live in the 40k universe. I think I seem to have gotten to like a big hub city in Rogue Trader, and it's really cool. It is really, really neat, and yeah, they are continuing to play up the exquisite 40k-ness of it. What's up, Dave Thulu? Good to see you. Have you ever seen the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves? Hell in the Movies of Burning LA? I haven't. You're making me want to, though. Orange Shit Giving goes after Canada. I can tell you which side I'm on. Americans for the Liberation of Canada. From America. Is there a Doonesbury comic about future Canada annexation? I'm pretty sure, yeah, there had to be in Doonesbury's long and storied run. Not if you're a servitor, then you don't care. When your metric is well, at least we're not at 40k levels of... It's all we got left, man. It's all we got. Yeah, exactly, Deep Thought. It's always nice to explore a setting that makes yours look good. Still a Canadian citizen, really. You might want to make use of that. Video of it, I was reminded of that video of the palms burning outside the McDonald's. I'll check it out later. But yeah, probably something I would enjoy. I did also, just on a lark, because I've been thinking about having like a smaller, lighter game next to Rogue Trader. Something that I can play on like short breaks and stuff. I did actually reinstall 40k Inquisitor Martyr and start a new character in that. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it though. It still just doesn't hit right for me for an ARPG. It still feels really thin, I guess. I think that's kind of that developer's thing. Because it's the same developer as The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, and I don't know if any of y'all played that. It is a perfectly fine ARPG, but its systems are very, very thin. Like, Van Helsing's combat was really, really simple. The builds were really simple. The equipment is dead simple. It's straight up just numbers go bigger. I really liked Van Helsing because, and I've talked about this a ton, Van Helsing did a really good job with that whole sense of like a grand exploration, a grand odyssey across fanciful worlds and stuff like that. That's what drove me forward. It wasn't the gameplay. Like pretty much every other ARPG in existence has better gameplay, but I like the setting, I like the story, I like exploring and all of that. And unfortunately, Inquisitor Martyr is made by the same developers, but it's all mission-based, and I really don't think I click with mission-based ARPGs. They just don't feel right to me. I'm too influenced by the early Diablo games. You know, Diablo 1 was this huge sprawling dungeon crawl beneath the church and into the catacombs and stuff. And then Diablo 2 had you going all over the world, seeking stones or demons or whatever the fuck you're doing in that game. I don't even remember anymore. And so the games that came in their wake that I connected with the most were stuff like Titan Quest and Grim Dawn, where you're on a vast odyssey fighting innumerable creatures. Like, you feel like you're going somewhere. You feel like you're traveling across the world. I mean, in Titan Quest, you literally are. You go from, like, Greece to Egypt to China and beyond. But yeah. Stones or demons or stone demons or demons. Something like that. Something. They had missions in them. They're organically part of the map. If you're talking about Van Helsing, yeah. And that worked a lot better for me than the way Inquisitor Martyr does, where you have like discrete mission maps. It just doesn't feel the same. So I might drop that again and pick up something. Honestly, I might pick up Van Helsing again. Because I played through it once, and I had a pretty good time doing it. And I mean, I could always do it with another class or something. The easy answer would be just to go back to Grim Dawn. But Grim Dawn is mechanically a big investment. Like, you kind of have to study to do Grim Dawn. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, chat. That's a separate topic of gaming from what's about to happen tonight. It's a separate topic of gaming from what's about to be inflicted upon all of us. Discrete mission maps does sound like the world won't feel all interconnected. No, it's not. It's not. I need people to understand this. 40K Inquisitor Martyr is entirely mission-based. It's like you have your like system maps. You can take your ship to different systems. There's different planets in the system, or you can just navigate by a list of missions. And you pick a mission, and it's like important Adeptus Mechanicus reliquary was lost on this planet that's now covered in Tyranids. Go get it. And then you accept the mission, and you beam down to like a big like desert field map, and you wander around until you find the thing, and then when you're done, you beam back up to the ship, and then you go somewhere else. There is zero, absolutely no interconnectedness whatsoever in Inquisitor Martyr. And yeah, I don't like it. I like the 40K trappings of it plenty. But yeah, I really don't think that kind of ARPG setup works for me. I need continuity. I need it to be an Odyssey. I need it to be like a vast, sprawling adventure, not just... It's kind of too on the nose, you know? ARPGs are just about numbers get bigger, right? If you're doing it across a vast world and going to all kinds of different places, and like that kind of helps obfuscate the crunchiness of it a bit. But if it's just missions, like level locked missions, you must be this level to beam down to this planet and find this thing to get more experience so you go do another thing, it just feels like more of a grind. But Oddish, what about the Odyssey of menu selection? See, that's JRPGs. The Odyssey of menus and menu-based violence is the realm of JRPGs, and we'll get back to that eventually. Don't you worry none. We might have one or two up on the horizon, in fact. But yeah. I don't know, it's like, you know, game structure is important. It's an important aspect of game feel. You know, you can make the best, most visceral RPG combat and the most in-depth systems and the most interesting skills. But if you're just using it for like arena fights, like people are gonna lose interest in that. It's just not gonna be that good. And unfortunately, the story in Inquisitor Martyr, especially since I'm playing it next to Rogue Trader, is not holding up. Like, the story in Rogue Trader is great. It has really interesting hooks and stuff, and Inquisitor Martyr just feels like a Cliff's Notes version of that or something. There's so little intrigue in it. Good evening, Arcane. Good to see you. Why must we suffer through this? Because it is here. Because Nintendo Power deemed it so. And yes, that was Vegas Stakes music. Speaking of JRPGs, False Skies rules, starting to dip into the third tier of classes. What is False Skies? False Skies on Steam? Is that a Steamy game? It is, look at that. It has a demo too. Oh yeah, that's just, yep. That sure is. I like the art style. The art style is really neat. Interesting. Posted my Discord earlier in the week. That's right, you were. I recognize it now. You were indeed. Well, I might have to check that out at some point. There's a bunch of neat-looking JRPGs on Steam. Bunch of stuff I should probably give a look to. Bunch of stuff I should probably go back to, even. But yeah, we'll discuss this more in the coming weeks, I think. We went ahead and started talking about potential future CRPGs for the channel yesterday or the day before. I don't even remember now. But y'all brought up some interesting ones, and yeah, I'm definitely in the mood for a CRPG because Rogue Trader's great, but I wouldn't mind balancing that out with another one, an older one, or one more fantasy, or more like not quite so pitch black sci-fi, maybe. Like I'm open to suggestion here, but JRPGs aren't too far from my mind either. I'm very much in the mood to like grow a party, you know? Build characters, grow a party, work my way through a story. It's very gratifying right now. It's what I want to be doing. It's the mood that I'm in, chat, so we should strike while the iron's hot. Cud has been feeding that quite a bit as well. Building up characters in Cud is extremely gratifying. So yeah. Anyway, let me remind y'all of the schedule real quick, and we can get to it, because I can tell there's a simmering undercurrent in chat right now that's you may think is imperceptible, but I can feel it, for I have my finger on the pulse of the gaming world, and I know y'all are just eager and raring to go with tonight's Shaq Fu experience. So I will try not to delay us much longer, but schedule-wise, tonight, of course, is the Power Hours, a particularly benighted edition of it. Tomorrow night is Variety Night. I think you're just gonna have to show up and see what I decide to do. I think I know what we're gonna do, but I feel like being catty about it this time. I feel like leaving and open the door to change my mind at the very last second, but it will be some form of variety. We will play a variety of some sort of things. The sooner the foo starts, sooner the foo can end. Very true. This is actually really good. I'm not the biggest fan of strawberry, but this is orange juice and strawberry Malibu. Oh my god, it's good. Also, is it foo or who? My answer to that is that I don't think this game actually deserves proper pronunciation, so I'm not going to trouble myself either way. I'm gonna call it Shaq Fu. Forever and always. So yeah, Power Hours tonight, Variety Night tomorrow. More Power Hours on Saturday. I'm hoping... I think it may be possible that we finish this magazine tonight and we can start September 1994 on Saturday. And I'm pretty excited about that because I have a little surprise for y'all when we get to September. I have a little surprise for you. Let's leave it at that. There'll be no stream on Sunday because I never stream on Sundays, ever. There are no exceptions to this rule. And then Monday, we're back with Caves of Cud. Fumier, our fuming godchild, is doing really good. He's up to level 19, well-equipped, well-armed, and plenty of stuff to do still, too. So we don't necessarily have to sacrifice him right away on the altar of Bethesda Susa. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah. You're up to the minute. Shaq flew. Better than Shaq foe. Why is Shaq holding his hands up like that? He's about to perform a surgery. You need to put up on a face mask for that, Shaq. I think this is the ready stance of the art of Shaq Fu. I think Shaq is demonstrating proper Shaq Fu form. Face mask and shoes. No shoes, no surgery. Why is he not wearing shoes? It's a good question. He's very clearly wearing shoes in the video game. Like, you can see his high tops, but... Alright, chat. Let's do this. Let us speak on the subject of Shaq Fu. It's a Shikata. I am actually going to read through this feature so we can see how Nintendo Power butters it up, or astroturfs it, or does whatever it is that they were paid to do. Before cracking into it and seeing what they have attempted to sell us upon. So I'm not going to read this entire thing word for word, because this is a lot of words spilled in the service of, well, this. But I do at least want to get the gist of it for you, whether you like it or not. This is, of course, the making of Shaq Fu, because people are clearly so excited, just so amped up for Shaq Fu that they gotta know how this thing came to be. NBA All-Star Shaquille O'Neal is starring in his first video game, and guess what? It's not a basketball game. Electronic Arts will be bringing Shaq Fu to you soon. Delphine Software. Okay, this surprised me. Because going into tonight, I didn't really know anything about Shaq Fu. Because it's not like I bothered to read this when I was a kid. Or internalize it, even if I did. Delphine Software, a developer based in France, is creating it. They're gonna mention this later, but that's the makers of Flashback and Out of This World. So, Power takes an inside look at some of the processes involved in the creation of this hard-hitting game. What's up, Cheese Toast? How do I video gamer? I don't know. I just met her. Kid Oddish unimpressed by Shaq Fu. Yeah, I was I was not into sports or sports figures or anything of the sort when I was a kid. I just did not care. And I wasn't so interested in fighting games either. So this kind of, you know, this didn't toot any of my particular horns. He walks on the basketball court or anywhere, he's hard to miss. He's 7 feet tall, 303 pounds. Yeah, this is okay. This is just like puff piece on Shaq himself. In the context of this article, we can now compare Shaq to lights of Sagat, Guile, Johnny Cage, Terry Bogard, Bad Mr. Frosty, and other power stars. When else in the history of the world would you ever see those names together? Sagat, Guile, Johnny Cage, Terry Bogard, and Bad Mr. Frosty. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Fatal Fury, and Clay Fighters. Who invited Terry? Get the fuck out of here, Justin Brett! How dare you? What's up, Chaos? Did I get here just in time for Shaq Fu? Tragically, yes. Anyone straggling right now, I'm sorry. You did not stall long enough to avoid Shaq Fu. We're just now reading the article, and then once we wasted enough time on that, we'll waste some time actually playing it. Yeah, I know. Really ruins your evening, doesn't it? Luckily, Nintendo Power managed to obtain access to an early version of Shaq Fu. Even in the unfinished version as we saw it, the game showed promise. Knowing that Delphine Software, makers of Flashback and Out of This World, was programming it, and Electronic Arts was marketing the game, we figured that a making of article would certainly be in order. It turns out that Shaq himself has committed quite a bit of time and effort to make this game a winner. Sorry, buddy. Out of This World about to lose his position as Oddish's least favorite game by this dev. Fine, and go back to stabbing shit in Daggerfall. And nobody would blame you for that, Naren. It is good to see you, though. Alright. First, Jerp hitting us with an amazing raid on such an auspicious night. Hi, everybody. Jerp has betrayed you and your trust. He has sent you to watch somebody play Shaq Fu. Welcome. What's up, Fight Attack? What's up, Jerp? Good to see y'all tonight. What were you up to tonight? I want to believe they gave Nintendo Power a finished version of Shaq Fu and just told them it was early access. Shaq Fu was actually not terrible as far as I could tell. My God, okay. The first comment that could possibly be interpreted as a mark in its favor. We're about to play Shaq Fu on purpose. Oh, more UFO 50, nice. Did a bit of Cyber Owls and Mortal. Mortal? I know which one you're talking about. But yeah, cool. Someday I'll return to UFO 50. I am just beset by other things at the moment. Mortal is cool. Okay, so, first, the obvious question. Why not make a basketball game? It's a fact that Shaq likes to play video games. One trip to his home will confirm that. He's got his own collection of arcade games, including Mortal Kombat. And as we are all aware, Shaq likes to play basketball. So what's the scoop? Why are we seeing a fighting game coming from a company that's most famous for its sports games? They're talking about Electronic Arts. Cause yeah, okay. I thought they were talking about Delphine for a minute. I was like, what the fuck sports games did they make? A lot of bad fighting games. Shaq Fu isn't at the bottom. I mean, as long as shit like Pit Fighter exists, it certainly can't be. It's on track to sweep Cyber Owls. I have no idea how the green dude works. I don't know. This song is neat. This song is Daikaiju Monogatari. Big Monster... I was for what exactly is Monogatari? Big Monster something. I'm intrigued to see if you hate this or Double Dragon 5 more. That's a good question. Yeah. Story. Okay, story. Brutal Paws of Fury isn't that far away. You're right, it isn't. Tragically. All right. For an answer to this perplexing question, we went straight to Greg Suarez, an associate producer at Electronic Arts. Suarez told me they couldn't even get like a producer proper. They got an associate producer. Jesus Christ. Nintendo Power not exactly throwing their weight around here. Only know that due to Cave Story. I should just think of that. That should be my device for remembering what Monogatari is. Suarez told Nintendo Power that the person most directly responsible for putting Shaq into a fighting game is Don Traeger. Traeger is a VP at Electronic Arts and is also serving as the executive producer of Shaq Fu. It's his fault, chat. You want somebody to pin Shaq Fu on? Don Traeger, VP at Electronic Arts in 1994. Law can't help you now. He believes that Shaq is a character who can transcend his normal persona. You have to admit that the idea of a sports superstar fighting against otherworldly beings is, at the least, intriguing. This is a world of balling. Nintendo Power was like, even we aren't going to send our best and brightest to the piece of shit. Cave Story celebrated his 20th birthday last month. Now is a game that's better than Shaq Fu. Cave Story is a fantastic game. I really enjoyed playing through that. You have to admit it. You must. All right, behind the storyline, because that's what I want to know about. That is my biggest curiosity here. Shaq Fu's storyline goes something like this. Shaq is playing in a charity basketball tournament in Tokyo. He sneaks away from the crowds to go for a walk. Turning down an alleyway, he comes across a martial arts store and, being the martial arts fan that he is, decides to go inside for a look around. An old man confronts him, and through some turn of events and twists in the conversation, the old man comes to believe that Shaq has arrived to fulfill a legendary prophecy. The second world greets Shaq when he enters a mysterious doorway. Shaq finds himself thrown into predicaments that he must fight his way out of. More of the storyline is revealed to the player as Shaq defeats each of his opponents. Suarez also told Nintendo Power there may be some secret characters built into the game. We hope so. Secret and hidden stuff goes a long way to keep a game interesting. Just look at what it did for NBA Jam. Remember the animation for Shaq Fu actually being decent for the time? Oh boy. Alright, I'm probably just gonna skim over this. Because this left page looks like it's all about motion capture. It's use of rotoscoping. Delphine didn't invent the process, but they evolved it and have developed a tool that allows them to transfer image by image. Rotoscoping was actually invented by Walt Disney in the 1930s, according to Nintendo Power. Did I put the name NBA Jam the same mouth as Shaq Fu? Okay, they explain rotoscoping. More than 40 hours of video is shot to capture all the moves the characters in the game make, but in the end, only a few minutes of video are incorporated in the game. Each fighter has about 50 different moves. I don't think I believe that. I find it very hard to believe that the characters in Shaq Fu have, like Tekken-style move lists here. They got a famous mocap person for this. Yada, yada, yada. 500% bullshit. NBA James himself is one of the secret characters. NBA James, don't give AVGN the idea for another way to scrape some cash together. They might mean 50 animations. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Also, good evening, cute T-Ghost. Always a pleasure. Images were then fed into Delphine Silicon Graphics, Indigo, and Indigo 2 workstations to be detailed and compiled in the animated images you see in the game. State-of-the-art computers, yada, yada, yada. Finishing touches. Most of the elements are now in place. The most difficult part is taking place right now. Balancing or refining all of the moves. Yes, because we definitely want this to be a balanced experience for all that tournament level competition they're gonna have. They count left step forward, right step forward, left step back as separate moves. Also, good evening, Zem. Good to see you as well. Shaq has been involved every step of the way. His enthusiasm for the game combined with Electronic Arts' eagerness to promote the title is what allowed the project come into being. Greg Suarez noted that, quote, Shaq helped develop the characters and the storyline. He was really involved. The taunts are mostly Shaq's. He even helped with the music. Taunting is integral to the gameplay. The X button causes your fighter to make a motion as if you were saying, bring it on. Suarez went on to comment that, quote, satisfying Shaq fans as well as fighting game fans is a high priority with this project. Okay. Okay. Chat. It's time. It is time to face the Shaq. Shaq fighter. Shaq combat. The king of Shackers. The king of Iron Shaq tournament. Shaq combat. All right. Hold on to your asses, ass holders. It is happening. All right. Segue for Bitty sometime hoping I'd missed the gameplay. Nope. I don't know, man. I have no idea what that was. All right, we get duel, story, and tournament. I'm assuming duel is 2-player mode. Tournament, maybe set up something more, just a bunch of fights. We're gonna do story. I need to know the story in this. Give it to me. It's downtown Tokyo, and I'm checking out the local sites on the day of my all-star charity game when... Oh shit, Pepsi. I stumbled upon a small kung fu dojo with an old man inside. While sipping on my delicious Pepsi. Is Pepsi Man unlockable? That'd make this game automatically incredible. Greetings, big warrior. You were the one from the stars, I presume. I thought I'd never live to see the day. Greetings, big warrior. I'm an all-star, if that's what you mean. We have a game tonight. Would you like to come? It's going to be quite a battle, even though it's for charity. This isn't a dojo. This is just this old guy's house. Oh no, young warrior, I'm too old to be fighting, but I wish you well. You must hurry now if you're to save the little boy Nezu. That is, if you really are the magic one. Oh, he's thinking Magic Johnson. I'm gonna show you what you mean. I'm just sightseeing before my game. What are you talking about? No time to explain. Go through this portal, find Nezu, and save him before it's too late. I also like that Shaq is just wandering around Tokyo in his team jersey. Didn't bother to change or anything. Shaq enters the second world. No transition. Whoa, where am I? Oh my god, you actually... you actually get to run. Okay, I'm sorry. That's really funny. You actually get to run Shaq around this map. A lot of attempts to make various sports stars into multimedia figures in the 90s. I remember some cartoon where I think Michael Jordan and Wayne Gretzky are part of a team. Yes! Yes, the, oh god. Yeah, it was a sports-themed superhero team. We just do this for the remainder of the stream. We really could. All right, we got Catwalk Falls, Vagabond Temple, and Gargoyle's Peak. Let's do Gargoyle's Peak. Tell me where the boy Nezu is before I beat it out of you. Yeah, right. I'll whisper in your ear after I slap you silly. Pro Stars, thank you. Thank you to it. Wow, look, oh my god, look at these animations. Ow, fucker. Dude, these animations are incredible. Like, I hate to say it, but this is seriously one of the best animated games on the Super Nintendo that I've seen. Now, outside of the animations, this does not control great. Oh, fuck. Ow. I have to admit, I never realized this was on SNES and not Genesis. It does really look like a Genesis game, doesn't it? I'm gonna lose by decision here. Oh no, I actually won that one. Oh, look at his little shimmy. Also, I remember hearing that Shaq is also just the worst character in this game. Ah, shit. He is very slow. I don't know if all the characters play like this, but man. Also wish I had some, like, you know, moves. I don't know how the move system in this works, so I don't know if I should be doing quarter circles or charges or what. That's kind of weird. That's interesting. I wasn't actually letting that guy turn around. Wasn't there a remake of this? Yeah, Two Hit was talking about that earlier. He said it sucked too. God, I cannot get over how good the animations are in this. It's on Genesis and S. He looks like Charles Barkley there. You should stick with hoops. Bet your ass I'm watching for the Game Boy port show in the magazine. Alright, let's try one of these other ones. Let's try Vagabond Temple. Be careful, Prince. You might hurt yourself with those swords. My swords will make you think twice about that comment. Is this Prince from Prince of Persia? Is it? Ow, fucker. He's furious. I done pissed him off. Ow, fucker. Look at his portrait. Ow, fuck. What's up, Fury? How's everyone doing tonight? I think everyone was a lot better before we started playing Shaq Fu. Whoa. I had a fiery punch there. Just play Bloody Roar and fill up your furry gauge instead. No lies, better than you expected. It's pretty. It looks good. I wish you could understand how sticky and sluggish the controls feel. Like, I'm inclined to say it's not a good fighting game. Just based on my very limited experience with it, just because it feels so poor. It looks very basic. I mean, I don't know any of Shaq's special moves. Like, I don't know what... like, all these other characters are doing really cool shit. And I'm sure, like, Shaq can probably, like, throw basketballs or something, but... Also, I seem to have horribly confused the AI into just doing the same shit over and over again. Except he's gonna kill me. Fuck you, man. There's a cheat code you can need to do. Blood mode. YXBALR. Try that. Blood mode in the options screen. Okay. Okay, I got it. Cool. He was saying there were 2 specials for Shaq. Well, what are they? How do I do them? Try Catwalk Falls. Shaq should just crush people's skulls. What's up, Catwoman? Can you tell me about the little boy Nezu? My name is Kaori, and I'm gonna do some serious damage to your body. Square circle forward kick and forward back forward punch. Forward back forward punch. Okay. God, these animations look good. Okay, so that's hard to do, man. Okay, so Shaq gets like a fiery kick. Okay. That does like no damage. Ow. This game is all about the writing. Also, it just occurred to me, like, the characters are very small. Also, I hate that I have to ask this, but how do you block? Because it's not just holding back. What the hell are you doing? And I feel like I've tried all the other buttons. I've tried the other buttons and nothing seems to block. R is taunt. L doesn't... It might be L, because L didn't do anything. Let's see here. It's not L. Yeah, R is taunt. And the other... All the other face buttons are attacks. Jesus Christ. Her portrait, she looks demon-possessed? Yeah, she really does. Sprite animation is amazing. It is definitely absolutely amazing. Hold back to block high and mid-range attacks, or hold down back to block low attacks. I feel like at this point, I should have at least managed to block something on accident doing that. Like, I'm not even gonna attack this guy. I'm just gonna try to block stuff. Okay. Okay. What if everything are low attacks because you're so tall? It's actually possible. Oh, Chuck, he's Fun Lee. So, Shaq sucks. His projectile takes like an hour to throw. Meanwhile, this guy has like a full screen charge that ends in like a huge hit. Holding down and pressing L creates a projectile shield. Nope. I mean, it definitely creates some kind of shield, but it doesn't, you know, do anything. Which is kind of an important aspect of shields. It should do something. We should do some Genie Christian to being good at this game. I'd still never play it. God damn it. Like, the AI in this game is interesting. It seems like if you lose the first round, it feels like if you lose the first round, it'll go easy on you in the second round. Wow, okay. Best part of this game is how well it simulates the game of basketball. Okay, I'm gonna reset this. I'm gonna go into duel mode, maybe? Hopefully that'll let me... Hopefully that'll let me, just choose who to play as and who to fight against, and won't make me fight against a person. Alright, there's Shaq, there's Cowrie, there's Beast, there's Set, Memphis, Voodoo, and Raja. Okay. We're gonna fight the Voodoo Lady. I remember an awful PS1 fighter called Rise of Robots where only one character is playable. Yeah, I saw the Matt McMuscles video on that. Holy fuck. Okay, so the Voodoo Lady can just pound the ground and hit you from anywhere on screen? Look at the secret characters. Want to know what they got? Yeah, please. Nobody. That lady was gonna voodoo doll me. Aha. Put all the time making 50 animations per character. Jesus. Ow, that sucks. God damn it. This is a super annoying game. Wait, if I continue, does it take me back to character select or what? No, it rematches you. Alright, I'm gonna try one more fight with some other character. I'm gonna try some character I've never seen before. I'm gonna try that Beast guy. Oh, come on! This guy is even slower than Shaq is. How? Dude, I didn't even notice. How did I lose that fast? Did you do like 1,000,000 damage to me on off one of those moves or something? What the hell did he hit me with? What the absolute fuck was that? Oh my God. All right. Well. I move that we never do this again. Life may be too short for this game. Jesus Christ. Well, all I have to say at this point is goddamn you, Satellite. You were right. Out of This World is no longer my least favorite game from this developer. Shaq Fu is done! Huzzah! Except when it gets an actual proper feature in the magazine. But hopefully that's very, very far away. Let's move on, chat. Let's move on to whatever the hell else is in here. Shaq Fooly, I say. Shaq Poop. Alright, chat. This has to be one of the last NES games that Nintendo Power is going to feature. It has to be. On the heels of Disney's Beauty and the Beast for the Super NES, Hudson Soft introduces an NES version that retells the classic story for 8-bit players. Although not as graphically impressive as its predecessors, NES version is a similar gameplay experience. Well, that's unfortunate, because I didn't much care for the Super NES version either. I have a feeling this will be the best game we play tonight, if we even play it, which is entirely up to all y'all. I mean, it's Beast platforming through his castle. Lumiere lights up some dark parts. You have to punch some gargoyles. Climb some curtains. I'm good, yeah. Bet you are. What else we got? Low troll high. Very well then. Level 2 is the forest. There's a cave and some winter stuff, and then there's the library. There's a snowball fight with Belle. That's cool. I wish we could skip straight to that. And you platform through his library, and then you get up on the roof. Wait, is that the This game only have 4 stages? Because if you're fighting Gaston on the roof, that's kind of the end of the narrative arc, really. You'd think Nintendo Power would comment on that. Maybe it's one of those things where, like... Oh, they've got, like, level 1, map 1, level 2, map 2, level 1, map 3. Okay. How many levels did Contra have? Contra had, like, 6 or 7, I think? Super C had... I think Super C had 7. And then the Super NES game has 6. Unless they pull from the direct-to-video sequel and you fight the possessed church organ voiced by Tim Curry. Alright, chat. Let's hook up the old NES for this. Let's see how this one holds up. Now, is this gonna be under Beauty or Disney? Or neither of those. Okay, hang on. I gotta search this one up. Check under dog shit. Oh, it got... Okay, sorry, I got sorted into a different collection. There it is. Got sorted into my European ROMs for some reason. Don't know how that happened. What's up, Shadows? How you doing? Watching a video on Conker's Pocket Tales and what the actual fuck is this game because it does something insanely fucking weird. Takes place in... We got some graphical fuckery going on here. Hang on. Just gonna actually... This might be glitched out. Hang on. Hang on. Let's see if anything works right now. No, that's not working either. Hang on. Wait a second. Try something and no works. Sit tight, chat. That sounds weird, but... Okay, yeah, that one... That's weird. The ROM might just be bugged. I might not be able to play it. Oh, no, I got it. I got it. It's going now. Had to step away what happened. It's just, it's acting funky. It's acting funky. It's not happy at the moment. That's okay. I'm sure I can play it like this. I'm sure I can make this work. See, we're doing great. Everything's fine. See, this is entirely playable. Everything's fine. Oh shit, no, fuck. Love how you can get stun locked. This is awesome. This is cart accurate. This is, ah shit, get off. This is actually surprisingly playable. Is it a rat or an opossum? I question. Oh, sure. Get over that. No! No, 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 no. You need to climb that. You gotta climb that, bud. Oh, okay. Oh, no! The platforms got me. Oh. They actually grabbed a ROM of Cocteau's Beauty and the Beast. No, you know what? I don't think I will continue. No, sir, I don't think I will. Game is perfect, 10 out of 10, no bugs. Honestly, probably, like, I'm sure that was an emulation error. That ROM was filed away somewhere where it shouldn't have been, so I think there might be just something wrong with that one. Like a badly dumped one or something, so. Anyway, platforming didn't seem all that special or anything. I may have lost my bet on it being better than Shaq Fu, but hard to say. Actual corruption. All right, moving on to Cool Spot. On the Game Boy, no less. So, okay, this is another thing that we're gonna see from now on. When they do Game Boy features, they're all gonna be in color now because of the advent of the Super Game Boy. And they're going to suggest specific palettes for them. So it's, I mean, yeah, playing Game Boy games with an actual color palette is great and all, but I do also think that the original charm of the Game Boy kind of loses something in that, especially the Nintendo Power features. Apparently, composer is Durantel, legendary Commodore 64 composer. I didn't know he did NES work, huh? Never understood adver games. I guess the idea was to build like brand familiarity, brand loyalty, I guess. I'm trying to think of a game where that actually worked. I'm trying to think of like, I'm trying to think of a game that was good enough on its own right that it got people talking about the product attached to it. And Eve, Jesus Christ! Shaq recently bought a boat and named it Free Throw. He'll never sink. What's up, buddy? Are there adver games or are they just vanity pieces for the companies? I mean, I don't think corporations really do vanity stuff. It's all to the end of making some kind of profit. It's all the end of increasing their market share, converting more consumers. Get that played a few in details to specifically evoke the OG Game Boy Color palette. Yeah. Chex Quest is the closest to the one I know. Can't remember what it was called, but Skills made a game that was actually not bad. Darkened Sky, wasn't it? I think. As the people who had fun with I Love You, Colonel Sanders. No rationality, execs just said, what market can we expand into? And somebody mentioned that video games were hot. I mean, advert games can be vanity pieces, but I feel like they don't get greenlit unless the company actually thinks it's going to expand their market in some way. And I'm just trying to think if like any of them ever worked. I saw my copy of the Wendy's TTRPG. Wendy's made a tabletop RPG? Are you serious? I'd be interested in seeing that. Guess it worked me on this one. Astrobot is a game about the PlayStation. Well, while we're discussing this, I can just push through this, I think, because it's cool. It's straight up a Game Boy port of Cool Spot. Back and better than ever in a stunning new Game Boy version of the original Cool Spot adventure from Virgin. It's captured spots. Stay cool, collect them. The excellent extra features available only on the Super Game Boy. You get to choose from the coolest collection of colors and backgrounds imaginable. And they actually give you specifically the password to put in to get this this palette. Whether you're a new dude to the Cool Spot collection or an old pro from the Super NES version, you may find it helpful to hunt down some maps. Game Boy version is almost exactly the same as the Super NES predecessor. Wow, back in volume 53, 10 issues ago, is when Cool Spot came out. Chex Quest was done as a cereal box game. While that was active, Chex sales increased by 300%. Wow, okay. So the numbers actually back that one up. Chex Quest was hugely successful. Well, it's a shame we didn't get more Doom wads because of that. I would have loved to have seen that. It's very strange to me. The only Elder Scrolls TTRPG thing was an adventure maze, a promo thing. It turned out to be plagiarized from some Small Timers 5th edition adventure. Aw, that sucks. MyHouse.wad by Prudential. Packing a game in with your product rather than selling a game to advertise your product. That's very true. That is very true. Yeah, stuff like Cool Spot is like a separate product that is expected to sell on its own merits and then have cross-promotional strength with the existing product. Whereas Chex Quest was basically a value add. Yeah, I've seen the remake of Chex Quest. That's pretty cool. Alright, it's Cool Spot. You know Cool Spot. There's the pier level with crabs and shit. There's the climbing around in the walls and stuff. And things. It just looks like everything's gonna be a whole lot harder to parse in the Game Boy version. Like, you can't have as detailed backgrounds or anything. So, you remember that Elder Scrolls debacle? Well, and then there's this. Itchy and Scratchy Miniature Golf Madness. The Simpsons Television to your Game Boy or Super Game Boy. Don't forget about the Super Game Boy. You haven't forgotten about Super Game Boy yet, have you, you piece of shit? I hope you have it. I hope you're ready to stick your Itchy and Scratchy cartridge in it. Nintendo Power is not going to let you forget. Closing in Murderous Intent. Enjoy 9 holes of miniature golfing with twosome in all their violent splendor. Scratchy's giving miniature golf a try. It looks easy enough. Would be his nemesis. That rodent Itchy has other plans. Instead of playing a round of golf, Itchy just wants to play around. Style play isn't friendly. Help Scratchy whack the ball around the hazard-infested 9-hole course while avoiding Itchy's incessant attacks. I've forgotten more than they will have ever learned. Sticking your Itchy Scratchy into a Super Game Boy sounds wrong. I always forget which one is which. So I guess Scratchy is the cat and Itchy is the mouse. So you're trying to play golf and Itchy comes after you with axes and chainsaws and flamethrowers and shit. I'd say something like only 9 holes, but honestly, we want more of this game. Yeah. Golf platformers. Golf platformers, I don't think are the best idea. We played some indie ones before, and some of them can be fun. But I just, like, I never saw the appeal in this one. Like, look at this map. Look at this map and understand that this is actually a golf game. Like, you're not just platforming through this. You actually have to hit the ball around in it. And then look at the second hole. Like, what the fuck? Kirby's Dream Course is the only golf game. Well, Kirby's Dream Course is also not really a platformer. I mean, it's isometric. It might have isometric platforming elements, but it's not like this. It is not like this. Decent mobile one I played where you're racing other people at the end of tiny, one-screen large side-scrolling courses. This is like a proto Curse to Golf. Honestly, Curse to Golf may have gotten a lot of inspiration from this and other games like it. I don't know how many golf platformer games are out there, but I assume just by how small that particular subgenre would be, this is probably a major part of it. There's one on UFO 50 too. Oh Christ, I come back from the restroom to a Simpsons game. Okay, I'm not trying, I swear to God, I'm not trying to jinx this. I don't want to play this. Nobody has requested this one yet. If y'all can behave, we can just kind of scoot past this one and forget about it, okay? We can all just agree to be good and move on. Golf level pizza tower is all right. There's 2 of these in UFO 50? You can dunk the ball, that's all. Run now, Oddish, okay. Malice and Krusty Land. Rest in Pieces, like a Tombstone one. Pirates of the Scratch Being a Screen Genie. There's one in Nuclear Power Plant. Okay, cool. All right, we moved on to, oh, Christ. We're never safe. There is no safety, chat. This is slightly back. Is it? Is it though? Yeah, Dave. Gee, okay. We talked about this last time. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back for a second. Let's see. We're on page 96. Okay, hang on one sec. I'm not letting you request anything from here, but I do have to point this out again. All right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games featured normally in this particular magazine, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are licensed games. Lord of the Rings, Superman, American Tail, Beauty and the Beast, Cool Spot, Itchy and Scratchy, and Robocop v Terminator are all licensed games. The only ones that aren't are Stunt Race FX, King of the Monsters, and Sonic Blast Man. Like, that is a critical mass of licensed games. That is arguably too much. I'd rather platforming golf over this. Well, too late now. We can't just pass up on a Robocop game cam. We can, actually. We absolutely can. You fuckers won't, but we can. It's certainly on the table. But alas and alack. Interplay's latest Game Boy offering, Robocop versus the Terminator, set in the Detroit of the future, where the worlds of the two superheroes have merged into a single reality. Although based on the comics of the same name, the single-player game is a platform shoot-'em-up in which the Terminator makes only brief appearances. August 1994 is the release date of Earthbound, mind you. There was a better... What? Are you sure about that? Shadows came out in Japan in August. It came out in June of 1995 in America. Come on, dude. All right. Finally learning to kneel quickly to prevent enemy fire from hitting his target. Okay, so duck under bullets. Use the Super Game Boy. Besides, that game stings. Shadows GPT. What's up, Dominic? Feature Detroit, the electronic defense system known as Skynet decides man is enemy. Shit goes crazy. There's robots. Shoot the robots. Shoot the snipers. Shoot the street punks. Shoot the grenadiers. Shoot the ladder. Maybe don't shoot the ladder. Maybe just climb the ladder. Yep, almost a whole year apart, yeah. Earthbound got a fairly reasonable push, but the push was led by people who didn't understand the game. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay, and then level 2 is the OCP complex. Level 3 is the computer center. Level 4 is future Los Angeles, or I guess considering situations here now, present Los Angeles. And the access corridor. We're not getting any of these stages, so let's just do this. Remembers Mother 1, remembers Mother 3 cries. Alright, Robo Butt versus Terminator. Robo Wing. I tune in as a Robocop game. Oh joy. I'm sorry. Are you lamenting the fact that you missed Shaq Fu? Is that how I am to interpret this? Look at Wikipedia list of notable 1994 releases for outright different regions have different release dates. You know, make a good game, some sort of on-rail shooter. No, shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up forever. Just don't ever speak again. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to hook up my controller. Hopefully I can... Probably not, but... Yeah. Oh! Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the Terminator gun game was in an arcade cabin in Akihabara. I was so happy. Ah, look at look at little Robocop walking around. Yeah, this is definitely... Oh, well, it's Detroit. Could also be LA at the moment. Robocop can't shoot straight up. His arms are too stiff. Oh god! Robocop can... What? Robocop can climb on pipes, apparently. Nobody explodes into absurd jibs in the Genesis, like in the Genesis version. Game Boy version simply didn't have the power for that. You can't tell me Robocop could do that? Yeah. I mean, it's always funny to me in these old platformers that Robocop can jump. Like, that's so dumb to me. No, that wasn't a power-up for one shot. I just... Oh, maybe it was, actually. I thought I just, like, put it away for a minute, but no, it's gone. Robocop, you wanna... Oh, I have to platform. This is Robocop. This is Robocop's life now, chat. Murphy probably wishes he had stayed dead. Oh, hey, you can't go this way. I feel like the ideal side-scrolling Robocop game would just literally be Narc with Robocop in it. No! No. Don't make me do all that shit again. This is still better than Robocop 3. Like, I will level with you, as far as Robocop games go, this is probably one of the better ones, really. It's pretty nothing, which is better than the garbage that is, you know, Robocop 2, Robocop 3. I heard the recent FPS is pretty good. I heard the recent FPS is really good. I have a bit of fondness for the first NES game. Realize this issue is 3/4 on Robocop and Terminator, Superman, and Darth Vader. Robocop 2 I find hilarious, but it's really awful. It is. And I've actually beaten it on stream. That is, in fact, the thing that I did. Oh my god, I gotta... Okay. I gotta jump on that, and I gotta jump up here. What did Robocop say? Schrodinger's cat, dead or alive, you're coming with me. Wow. Wow. Was that... Tigo, was that you that made that possible? Okay, yeah, that gun power-up, that shotgun, you get 2 shells. That's it. 2. Oh, no. No, no, oh, no, oh, no. Oh, no, I might die in this game that I absolutely hate. Oh, how terrible. Look at the adorable nuclear waste. I have not tried the new Robocop game now. But I've heard it is quite good. Hopefully you get to Terminator soon. That might be the Terminator. I think that's the Terminator. Wow, this is super exciting. Oh yeah, that's a Terminator. That's definitely a Terminator. Okay, as boring and stupid as this is, we are shooting all of his skin off, which is kind of neat. I guess that's what passes for a boss in this game. I think the OCP factory is an ocean nightmare. That seems on point. It does, doesn't it? Still better than most Bethesda bosses. Does Bethesda even make bosses? Do their games have bosses? Fair, Robocop is pretty tough if you go by the second and third movies. Kane would probably beat the T-800. Don't go by the third movie or anything. Doesn't Robocop get a jetpack in the third movie or some shit? Kind of surprised you didn't get really get specific comic plot lines adapted into games nowadays with the massive superhero boom. My understanding, if we're talking about comics specifically, is that the comics industry has actually suffered pretty terribly in the wake of the superhero movie boom. Like the massive increase in interest and success in superhero movies didn't actually trickle down to comics, and may have actually hurt them in the long run. Market share of American comics is slowly dying. I guess we want to go this way. I am not a fan of this style of platforming, where your character can't actually jump very high or very well, so you cram like a shitload of platforms together, where it looks like they would like hit their head or something on it. They do most dungeons in modern games have boss NPC. Fallout 4 has legendary enemies. Oh, okay. Yeah, when you said that, I started thinking back to stuff like Fallout 3 and Morrowind, and I'm like, they don't really have bosses. I mean, Morrowind has the final confrontation with Dagoth Ur, and it has bosses in the DLC, but they're such a small part of the overall game. Still plugging through Gen 1 Transformers. Nice. I take you're enjoying it. Oh, I actually just finished Season 1 of Deep Space Nine. And I gotta say, chat, in my opinion, Deep Space Nine Season 1 has no bad episodes. It is the first season of Star Trek. It is the first season of classic Star Trek I have watched that had no bad episodes. Every season of the original series had bad episodes. Every season of Next Gen had bad episodes. But not Deep Space Nine. It's a bold claim? Not really, man. I mean, what's the worst you can do in Season 1? Move along home? That episode is entirely inoffensive. Deep Space Nine didn't have a bad episode till Season 4 for you? Now that I think about it, are there any CRPGs with a big emphasis on bosses? That is a good question. That is a good question. I wonder if maybe Icewind Dale? I remember Icewind Dale, I played through a fair bit of Icewind Dale, and I feel like that one was much more combat-oriented than something like Baldur's Gate. What's up, Drake now? Just reinstalled Skyrim myself with a mod pack to make most NPCs throw down possible. Duet is amazing. I watched Duet today, and yeah, it was incredible. Like, I was kind of speechless after that one. See, Robocop is already shooting Robodogs like normal. Robocop here is technically hunting for Terminators, but doing a really shitty job of it. Icewind Dale's episodic combat encounters more than plot. Neverwinter Nights is kind of the same. I broke their machine. Ow, fuckhead. Why does this even exist? This is a fucking Wily lab or something. I just realized the health pickup is meant to be baby food. They are weirdly consistent about that in the Robocop games. It's always, like, his health pickup is always baby food. Like, always, always. I guess they just thought that was really funny or something. Boom. Game is good for babies. Also, for a Robocop game, this is not hard. Like, that's just kind of one of the things with all the Robocop. Like, you can just, honestly, you can just kind of damage tank a lot of this stuff. It kind of doesn't matter. What do you want now? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, that's like a teleporter? Oh, maybe it's a time machine. Yep, time transport pod activated. Destination Los Angeles, future. Hear the plot of Dynacorp running Skynet? You mean Cyberdyne? I think in this version it's OCP. I really want to make the obvious joke here, but it feels too mean given the circumstances. Oh. When in doubt, just shoot shit. Future LA music is kind of laid back. Really running hard on the Game Boy engine. Yeah, chat, I think this game's worst sin is that it's boring. Like, you don't really have to do anything to get through it. Welcome back here. This is also a really annoying boss from an audiovisual perspective. This game's shit, Turbo Shift or Hyper Omega. It's boring. The problem with this one is it's boring. It's probably the most playable of any of the Robocop games, but that's because nothing's going on, man. It's extremely mid, yeah. You know, in fact, I'm done. We could beat it, but like, why? Why bother? It's not worth it. I've had enough. I'm good. Okay, so yeah, we actually made it through all of this. The OCP Complex, Computer Center, Future Los Angeles. We were on the access corridor. Which, oh no, there's 2 more levels after that. Yeah, no. No, I don't think so. 7-level game. By the end of level 4, I was done, so. Oh, we made it to the players poll. Suzuka 8 hours. Take the challenge home. Who among us could have fit this whole fucking arcade setup in their house? Like, that's a hell of a thing to win, frankly. So the grand prize is something that you can't actually fit. How would you even, wait a minute, how would you even get that delivered? Like, it must come in separate pieces, right? Like the 2 video terminals, the two seats, it must all come separately, because otherwise you'd never be able to fit through any doorways. Garage, maybe? Be a pretty interesting centerpiece for a man cave. Excited to keep playing Stalker 2. Once I finish, I'll be trying Fallout New Vegas and hoping to beat it. That'll be a fun time. I'm looking forward to you doing that. Dad's old house had a massive basement. It's a lot lighter when they don't include the batteries. Alright. Second prize, you win the game and you win 8 hours of arcade action. And that big asterisk means they're gonna give you $48 in quarters. And then third prize, you get a t-shirt. I wish as a kid I had entered all of these. Maybe I could have gotten a t-shirt out of one of them. And I'd probably still have that t-shirt today. Wonder where that cabinet is now. An excellent question, Neverett. An excellent question. I mean, honestly, most likely, the person probably sold it to a local arcade. Like, I mean, as cool as that is, it takes up a lot of space and it's a lot of hassle to maintain. So, yeah, they probably just... Or they might have, yeah, depending on who won it, they might have also just taken, like, the cash equivalent or something. Every once in a while, Nintendo Power would do a little thing in the letters section about people who won one of their contests and stuff. But they only did that very occasionally. And I kind of wonder if that means most of the people that won these contests just took the cash equivalent or something. I do know the kid that won Robocop's patrol car took delivery of it, but had to get it modified so it didn't look like a police car anymore. So he basically just ended up with a shitty Ford Taurus. But yeah, all right. Moving on to the Power Players Challenge. What they got featured? Cybernator, best score at the end of the game, Liberty or Death. How many years does it take you to win the Revolutionary War? Well, first you gotta win it. Ducktales, how much money? Baseball, how many runs? Roadrunners, Death Valley Rally, best score at the end of the game. Well, first you gotta beat it. And that is not an easy thing to do. Best score in Claymates. Power Club Challenge is how many home runs can you hit in a... Oh my god! Yo, that is such a shitty challenge. How many home runs can you hit in a full 162 game season? How the fuck long would that take to play? That's insane. These are normally like, what's your high score at the end of the game? What's your best time on this track in Mario Kart? How many who's he what's its did you collect in the thingy thing? And this was just like, play 162 games of baseball, you piece of shit. That'd be more or less exciting than an actual baseball game. The entrants are just now finishing their first run at the full season. Oh man. Yes. You would win the equivalent of $4 for doing that. And that's assuming you're in the top 25, which I assume you would be, because I have a hard time believing there are more than 25 people in this world crazy enough to actually do this for the princely sum of $4. And then the previous challenges: NBA Jam, Super Black Bass, Super Star Wars, RC Pro-Am, Tiny Toon Adventures, Super Mario Kart, and NHL Stanley Cup. DuckTales, Just the Moon? Just the moon, chat. Pow zoom, just to the moon. I wonder. Oh, they actually put DuckTales 2 on Game Boy as well. Realize that. Alright, here we go, chat. It's a little rough. The smart thing that Disney did was license their shit to Capcom. I don't think this kind of pogoing has ever been done in a video. Has ever been in a video game. I'm having trouble thinking of another game where they've done stuff like this. Ducktales was a very unique game. Oh, I died. My bad. We've all seen the DuckTales reboot? Yes. Well, I have. And it is extremely good. Love the Haunted Mansion level in this game. It's a good one. Pretty neat. Seen a lot of the The reboot, like, honestly, I think the reboot's absolutely amazing. Like, I feel like it's... The stuff they do with that, and, like, the other Disney stuff they pull in for it, by the end, is incredible. Wish they'd been able to spin off Darkwing Duck for that one episode. I'm sure they thought about it. I'm sure they considered it, but... Oh, come on, man. Bless me bagpipes. Now Gizmo Duck can blast that wall. The terror that flaps in the night. He is the terror that flaps in the night, yes. That is Darkwing Duck. Is there a moon theme Easter egg in one of the episodes? Probably. There is like every kind of Easter egg you can imagine in the reboot. Golf swing that out of the boss arena, that would have been amazing. That would have been really, really funny. Okay, that was just a taste. I spotted you that. Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Huey again there. All right. Back we go. Okay, so Moving on from this, we are in the top 20. All right. Excuse me, that's Huey, Louie, and Louie. How do y'all remember which one is which? I'm sure at some point in my life I probably could tell the difference between them, but not anymore. Not anymore. All right, top 20. What do we got? Which one's the duck? Color code for your convenience. I remember Huey's the red one, but green and blue kind of blended together for me. All right, on Super NES, Super Metroid leapt to the very top spot, beating out NBA Jam by just like 200 points. And then Ken Griffey Jr. in third. Rather sports-dominated top 20 this time. Then Link to the Past, Mortal Kombat, Mega Man X, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Mario Kart, Disney Aladdin, Secret of Mana, Super Mario All-Stars, Star Fox, Stunt Race FX, Final Fantasy 2, Super Street Fighter 2, Mario Paint, SimCity, NHL Hockey 94, PTO, and Jurassic Park. Link to the Past at 4 is a bit surprising. It's always in the top 20. I don't think Legend of Zelda ever fell out completely. But yeah, it tends to flux depending on how popular everything else is at the moment. Another thing the remake does, it gives the nephews their own personalities. Yes, that was one of the things I think I liked most about the DuckTales reboot, is that they were all very distinctive. And actually expanded on their whole family lineage, which is really cool. Do you remember when Zelda Oracle of Ages Seasons came out? It's gonna be a while. Let me check before I say this. I'm pretty sure it's after Ocarina of Time. Yep. Ocarina of Time is 1998. Oracle Seasons and Ages is 2001. So, you got a while. Speaking of Game Boy, Wario Land is dominating the top spot there, followed by Zelda, Kirby, Mario Land 2, and Metroid 2. And Tetris, Mortal Kombat, Kirby's Pinball Land, Tetris 2, Super Mario Land, Donkey Kong, Jurassic Park, Dr. Mario Baseball 2000, Final Fantasy Legend 3, TMNT, Final Fantasy Legend 2, Mega Man 4, Golf, and NBA Challenge 2. So many numbers. So many numbers. Also enjoy the first and last time Stunt Race FX on the top 20. You never know. You never know. Nintendo pushed Stunt Race FX pretty hard, and like, we can all agree, it may run like ass, it's still something of a graphical accomplishment on the Super Nintendo. Sports games don't really stand the test of time, I guess. Not unless there's something special like NBA Jam or like Tecmo Super Bowl or whichever one it is. They tend to be big in the moment and then be eclipsed by later ones. And then on NES, Legend of Zelda in first. Wow. Then Super Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man 6, Metroid, Tetris 2, Dr. Mario, Kirby, NES Golf, Tetris, Final Fantasy, Zelda 2, TMNT 3, Battletoads back, Zoda's Revenge is still there, Baseball Stars, Tecmo Super Bowl, Dragon Warrior 4, Super Mario Bros. 2, Ms. Pac-Man, Jurassic Park. I gotta be honest with you, I'm surprised that Dragon Warrior 4 is up there. I didn't realize that many people played it back in the day. Like, in general, I thought the Super NES Dragon Warrior game, the NES Dragon Warrior games, had like small but devoted fan bases, but it seemed like Dragon Warrior 4 at least was pretty popular. Strange that only the latest Mega Man is on there. That's usually how it went. That's honestly usually how it went. It's the same thing on Game Boy and Super NES. I mean, there's only one Mega Man for Super NES right now, but Game Boy, the only one up there is Mega Man 4 because 5's not out. So yeah, people just seem to default to whatever the newest Mega Man was, regardless of quality, because Mega Man 6 is not particularly good. Deserve far better, that's just how it goes. Yeah, I think Dragon Quest 4 is my wife's favorite. I think. It's either 4 or 5. But I don't remember. Oh wow. That's the end. Chat, that's the end of the magazine. This is the last page to request stuff on. So if there's anything you want to see. Otherwise, we're gonna talk about the Pack Watch. But we did it! We did it! Now, that's the weird thing is right now playing was in the middle of the magazine. It was back on like page 60 or something. It's really bizarre. It's really, really weird. No peacekeepers or undercover cops, no game. Zelda 2, huh? Yeah, let's do some Zelda 2. I haven't played Zelda 2 in a hot minute. I really came around on Zelda 2 when we streamed it years ago. It's a second-rate Rambo, but decent in its own right. Well, it's very magnanimous of you. That song's from Waterworld. Damn. Waterworld on Super Nintendo has like just an amazing soundtrack. It always comes up in these mixes every single time. Always impressed. Still can't take the side view combat system. The ankle stabbings and guessing based fight style just doesn't work for you. I totally get it. I totally get it. It didn't for me either when I was a kid. It took me a long time to come around on this. I have a character? Well, no, we're gonna make a new character. There we go. Perfect. That'll help us tell them apart. Yeah, Zelda 2 is a very acquired taste. And, I mean, it took me decades to acquire my taste in it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This is a befallen person in the temple you started the game, and that's Zelda. That's Zelda. So this is... Zelda 2 is a direct sequel to Zelda 1. After Link saved Zelda, they found out that there is a third Triforce. Because in Zelda 1, there are only two Triforces. There's the Triforce of Power that Ganon has, and the Triforce of Wisdom, which is what Link is collecting. to do battle with classic. To do battle with Ganon. Zelda 2 is when they introduced the Triforce of Courage, which is this like mysterious ethereal Triforce. Oh yeah, they want the trophy. That resides in Link's heart. Actually, do you want to know the plot to Zelda 2 real quick? I'm not sure we've ever gone over this. Hang on, this is gonna take me a second. Because all my books are... Wait, that's it, isn't it? There we go. Buried under all my other stuff. Here's the original instruction manual for this game. Chat, the story in this game... The story in this game is 10 pages. I'm gonna paraphrase. Okay. Alright, Hyrule was on the road to ruin. The power that the vile heart of Ganon had left behind was causing chaos and disorder. After his fall, some of his underlings remained. The key to Ganon's return was the blood of Link. Ganon would be revived by sacrificing Link and sprinkling his blood on the ashes of Ganon. Pretty grim stuff for an NES game. Link remained in Hyrule and lent his hand to its restoration. One day, a strange mark exactly like the crest of the kingdom appeared on the back of Link's hand as he approached his 16th birthday. Impa took Link to the North Castle. There's a door in the North Castle called the Door That Does Not Open. Impa pressed Link's hand against it, and there was Zelda. They don't actually explain how Zelda got there after Zelda 1, but whatever. Sorry, this music's gonna drive me insane. I'll walk back outside. Link, the time has come when I must tell you the legend of Zelda handed down in Hyrule. Long ago, in Hyrule was one country, a great ruler maintained the peace in Hyrule using a Triforce. King 2 was a child of a man and he died. Prince should have become king and inherited everything. He could inherit the Triforce only in part. Prince searched everywhere for the missing parts, could not find them. Magician close to the king brought him some unexpected news. Before he died, the king had said something about the Triforce to only the younger sister of the prince, Princess Zelda. Prince immediately questioned the princess. She wouldn't tell him anything. After the prince, the magician threatened to put the princess into eternal sleep. She did not talk, but even still, she said nothing. His anger, the magician tried to cast a magic spell on the princess. The prince tried to stop him. Princess Zelda fell on the spot and entered a sleep from which she might never awake. And the magician died. Prince placed the princess in that room, hoped she'd someday be brought back to life. Oh. So that this tragedy would never be forgotten, he ordered that every female child born into the royal household shall be given the name Zelda. There's two Zeldas, chat. There's contemporary Zelda from Zelda 1, and there's eternally sleeping Zelda from Zelda 2. So there's two Zeldas existing concurrently. From the stand next to the altar, Princess Zelda lay in deep sleep. Impa took 6 crystals and a scroll with the same crest. Generation of my family have helped hand this down, waiting for a king. Secret to uniting the Triforce is hidden there. This was written on the scroll. You who will control the Triforce of the future, I shall hand down to you the secret of the Triforce. There are 3 kinds of Triforce: power, wisdom, and courage. When these 3 are brought together, the Triforce will show its maximum power. Of the 3, I've left power and wisdom in the kingdom. Of the Triforce of courage, I've hidden for a reason. Not everybody can use it, requires strong character, yada yada yada. Therefore, I've decided to cast a spell on all of Hyrule. A crest will appear on a young man if that character has been brought up correctly. So, okay. If the Triforce is used without courage, it is a corrupting influence, which I think is supposed to explain what happened to Ganon. The Triforce of Courage is hidden in the Great Palace in the Valley of Death on the largest island in Hyrule. To enter there, you must first fight the Guardians and undo the Binding Force. Set crystals in the heads of the statues you find. Yada yada yada. Yada da da da. Okay. So. Ganon's trying to return. His underlings are trying to bring him back. Link has been marked for a prophecy, which is to save old Zelda from her eternal slumber by finding the Triforce of Courage. Can I do this cave without the candle, you think? There's bats and pits. This probably isn't gonna work. Never mind. We'll do that later. Cool, there are 2 Zeldas in one game, though. Yeah, I never realized that. I mean, I'm sure I read that manual before, but I just didn't process what I was reading, I guess. Or it didn't stick with me. Are you not the healer's house? I do read manuals. I actually love reading manuals. I would always, every time I got a new video game, I would read the manual before playing. I used to read the manual in the car on the way home from getting the game. Not that house? Oh, maybe this house. Talk to my father. Yeah, whatever. Hey, you refuse to read the manual for Skulljacker. And Parappa! Use this magic to survive. Okay, Chunky Cat who doesn't jump really great. I also have kind of tall entertainment center and a window high enough that the entertainment center lines up perfectly with it. Being a great top a great cat perch. Cleared space and moving around some yard storage bits. Now up there happily perched on the back of my giant salamander plushie. That sounds awesome. When the ladies and little crones hearlings, use your imagination, Fury Fighter. We all did. Okay. Spooky, scary cave, but there's only one enemy in here. And you can actually kind of see it crawling along the floor, if you're paying attention. Is this controller dying? Feels kind of like it is. Desert of rocks. Rock-based violence. Oh shit, okay. It's fine, everything is fine. Just traversing the carbonated ocean. Yay! Ow. Honestly expecting that to fill up my health. And it didn't. Ow. Aha! The evil bubbles of Ganon. I did always like how much stuff is hidden in this game. Like, I do think it's pretty cool. There's like a whole bunch of stuff just socked away in it. I think it did, and then you got boomeranged. Oh, did the boomerang do that much damage? Because, damn. Gorios and the boomerangs are not jokes at low levels. It's a very basic key management to start. Well, that'll do it. Magic up! Magic go up. I always thought it was interesting there were two different modes of progression in this. Like, you can find heart and magic containers to extend the amount, like the blocks up there. But then as you level up your life in magic, you also take less damage and use less magic. Oh good, a key. I get nervous when I'm wandering around these castles with no key. Temples, sorry. This motherfucker. Ow. Getting in on that guy is just such a pain in the ass. I think I have to... I have a really good memory for video game stuff, but I've never been able to remember how these castles, the temples are laid out. I think the item is back this way. I think. Yeah, I think so. You usually have to go to the right for the boss. Yeah, chill. Instead of those goddamn bubbles who kill me so many times in platforming sections. It's a really awkward time for that level up, but sure. Castlevania 2 manners are worse than this. Yes, they are. Castlevania 2 manners are just total messes. Aha! There we go. Okay, the sword projectile does have uses in this game, but it did, oh wow, damn. It did always kind of annoy me at how generally useless it is. All right, come here, you. Ha. How about thee? Any news on supposed Oblivion remaster thing? No idea. No idea, I'm afraid. I must admit, I don't actually keep up with a lot of gaming news anymore. Certain jump attack time and gets above the night shield every time. I know, but it's a pain in the ass. And the orange guys aren't very hard anyway. Damn it. Oh, I hate it when they do this. Yeah, exactly, Psycho Rider. It doesn't damage any enemy that would be useful for him. Also, good evening. Good to see you out. Yeah, the orange guys tend to be slow enough that you can just read them. Music for this game does stir me up for fantasy adventure like nothing else does, at least. Yeah. Ha. Yes, I was hoping for that. That'll go to 400, right? Yes, it will. Good. Perfect. It actually would have gone further than that. Horse guy. Ow. Ow. Horse guy dead. Yay. How does the... You know, I've never figured out how this works. How does the XP off this thing work? It just brings you to the next level, so it stops there. So if I canceled here, it would just sit at 400. I mean, not like it actually matters. What level you get your next mutation? Would be nice, wouldn't it? Would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's what I always assumed. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, hi. The cute little mollusk. Nah, never mind. Heartbreaking, isn't it? Kill an enemy that is worth a whole bunch of experience and he drops magic instead. Excuse me. Yeah, when I got older, I started to really appreciate the combat mechanics in this. The shield and blade positioning. Honestly, at this point, I kind of wish they'd make a new one of these. I feel like they probably will someday, just because Nintendo's the kind of company to go back to the well to milk nostalgia, if given long enough. When this came out, a lot of people were furious because everyone loved the original Legend of Zelda. There's nothing like people expected from a sequel. I remember. I do remember. I was there. I got this game for Christmas the year it came out. I was really excited for it. And I tried to make the most of it, but it was too hard for me as a kid. I didn't have the patience to play it the way it was meant to be played. Fun fact, the P on the bag stands for piss. What do you suppose the P actually stands for? I got this with my brother and I loved it, but yeah, too hard. Yeah, I wanted to love it, but I could not handle it. Power or points? Puppies. I always deeply hated that these guys can throw boomerangs under you. Oh, they're only worth 20. Like, they'd be hard enough if they could just throw them high and low, but they can also throw them around you, too. That's just mean. Oh. It's twice now that's happened out of 3 of those guys. What a bag of power prawns. Wait, this is something. Oh. Eh. Actually, you know, we might as well stop here. Because this is where the game starts getting really, really involved. So, but that was a good time. That was fun. A nice revisit of a classic game. Yes, there we go. Let's see, so that's done. Sorry, no offense. I think I'm gonna skip Super Metroid for tonight. We played a lot of Super Metroid on this channel, and I played a fair bit of it recently too, so. Why don't we go ahead and wrap this one up before it gets real late tonight? We don't need to stay up past our bedtimes tonight, chat. I'm gonna roll over. I'm gonna turn off requests. Let's see what's coming up. Let's see what's happening soon. Back in the year of 1994. Well, Donkey Kong Country is gonna be the big news. The Donkey Kong Country news is so big, they couldn't just fit it on this page. They had to put it over on this page, too. Which is pretty funny. Any interesting info here? It's launching a new era of super programming that will feature games far in advance of anything you've ever seen on any video game system. And it accomplishes all this on your Super NES. Some people were talking about the decline of 16-bit systems, but DK Country corked that pretty fast. The 3D graphics and animation of the Super Mario World-sized action game are so good that it puts to shame the other high-end video game systems. When I was a kid, I absolutely did not understand or did not acknowledge, like, the ridiculous amount of marketing cope that Nintendo Power packed in. You have to collect all the pages to get the full article experience. How is all this possible? It isn't simple. Brain Trust at Rare worked with the Nintendo create was undoubtedly one of the most sophisticated development studios in the world. Next month, taking a look at the making of Donkey Kong Country. What about the plays the thing? Okay, whatever. Mortal Kombat 2. Super NES Mortal Kombat has it all. All the moves, fatality, babality, friendship, all the characters. They're all here. They all look awesome. We got it. This time we got everything, chat. We got everything. All the characters, all the gore, all the everything. Please come back. Please come back and play the game on our system. My eyes told me DKC was a little fugly, but my brain told me Nintendo Power said it was amazing, so clearly it was amazing. Yeah. I avoided it. I never rented it. I played it, because of course when Donkey Kong Country came out, they put it on all the demo kiosks at like Sears and other stores. So I got to play it, and it wasn't for me. I didn't like the way it looked, and I didn't particularly care for the way it handled. We got Super. This is honestly like, just these two pages right here are like a huge part of the appeal of like late '94 Super Nintendo. Like Donkey Kong Country is huge for a lot of people. Mortal Kombat 2 is huge for a lot of people. And Super Punch-Out was huge for everybody else. All the characters, all the gore for a moment, I thought we were still talking about Donkey Kong. Who's a Mike Tyson? What else we got? Other stuff, actually. We got Earthworm Jim. Again, I'm not a fan of Earthworm Jim. I never really went in for like the I kind of put Earthworm Jim in the same category as like Ren and Stimpy. Just like gonzo, over-the-top, pretty gross animated thing, and it's just not my style. It's not my thing. Yeah, Bubsy 2 though. Bubsy 2 though. I don't care about Earthworm Jim. We all know Earthworm Jim. Let's read about Bubsy 2. The bouncing bobcat with a million ways to get pasted. Even Nintendo Power is acknowledging how easy it is to die in that game. It's coming back for an encore on Bubsy 2. Gone are the dorky yarn balls, replaced by shiny marbles. An open game structure, lots of variety, including shooting stages and frog hurling, and some excellent comic animation. Yeah, you read right, frog hurling. Small innocent frogs you hurl high into the air while they croak in terror. This is the sort of inspired weirdness you might expect from LucasArts, but apparently Acolyte is loosening its corporate necktie. That is the biggest parenthetical I've ever seen in one of these. The plot? Bubsy ventures into the exploratorium in search of his nephew and niece. Bubsy has relatives? Bubsy wasn't like spawned from a vat or something? Each exhibit actually takes him back in time to a rollicking race through settings such as an ancient Egyptian pyramid, a pirate ship, and a medieval castle. And did I mention that you get to fling frogs? Yes, you did. There are shooting stages too, like the asteroid dodger shown below. Seriously, Bubsy fans, all 5 of them, will have a lot to be thankful for come this fall. Yeah, no comment on how much of a fucking fever dream this game is. The Incredible Hulk. The Dean of Mean Green. I actually kind of like that. It's on its way from US Gold. Video game debut in an action-thumping side-scroll that portrays the real Hulk more accurately than many of the video versions of superheroes this Packwatcher has seen. As long as your rage raises, you'll remain huge, but if your rage drops too far, you'll become David Banner. Is no match for many of the enemies in the game. David Banner? Is that right? His nibblings-in-law on Gex's side. Okay, now Mega Man 5. Mega Man 5 is kind of a sleeper hit amongst these. Super Game... And the first thing to say about Mega Man 5 is some shit about Super Game Boy. I mean, Mega Man 5 is Super Game Boy enhanced, which is cool. Mega Man has a new weapon, new ally... Yeah, they don't really get into it, and I'm not surprised, because I mean, at this point, this is like... At this point, there have been 6 Mega Man games on the NES, 4 on the Game Boy, and 1 on the Super Nintendo. So there have been 11 Mega Mans leading up to this one. So I'm sure even Nintendo Power is like, yep, it's another Mega Man game, whatever. But I do want to remind y'all, as far as I'm concerned, this is the best Mega Man of, like, all of them. Like, Mega Man 5 on Game Boy is, like, seriously special. It is unique in a lot of ways, and just a really well-designed game. If you die in Incredible Hulk, I hope you get a transition David Banner sadly trying to hitchhike down a road. Are the Game Boy games called Rockman World? Is that what they are? And then there's Mortal Kombat 2, again, on Game Boy. Whatever. Good luck with that. Hope it works for you. Oh my god, the CES special report. Here's some more previews of stuff. Oh god, and this is again like that Play It Loud feature in the last issue. Get used to this layout, because this is what they're gonna start using in 95 for like everything. And I am nostalgic about a lot of things from the 90s, but not this kind of print design. I hated this shit then, and I hate it now. But yeah, I'm just gonna skim this real quick for the new stuff. Donkey Kong Country, Killer Instinct, Cruising USA. I see mention of Project Reality, aiming for fall of '95, which I think was accurate. I can't tell what game that chrome lizard horse creature is from. Are you talking about the dude right in the middle of the screen? Because that's Glacius from Killer Instinct. Let's see. Illusion of Gaia, Tin Star. Nintendo also unveiled a new style and image with the Play It Loud campaign. Jesus wept. Acclaim has Mortal Kombat 2. Oh! Acclaim is linked up with Nintendo agreeing to create an exclusive Ultra 64 game featuring Turok. Absolutely no expansion on that whatsoever. Spider-Man and Venom and Maximum Carnage. Stargate for the Super NES. I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting to that one. That looks like an interesting one. Nigel Mansell. Wrestling. Monster Truck Wars. More Simpsons bullshit. And True Lies. That's right, there was a Super NES True Lies game, wasn't there? Hey, you'll never guess what kind of powers Glacius has. Earthworm Jim, Lion King. They chose Play It Loud because having okay audio channels was their killer feature at this point. Alright, Capcom. Mega Man X2, Demon's Crest. Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie. Bonkers, Mega Man 5 for Super Game Boy. And maybe even the X-Men. Sunsoft has Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. Hoop It Up. Sylvester and Tweety. Daffy Duck's Game Boy game. They're calling everything Super Game Boy games now. Which is just... LucasArts, Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures, Super Return of the Jedi, something called Ghoul Patrol, Konami, Batman the Animated Series, Animaniacs Tiny Toon Adventures, Wacky Sports, Biker Mice from Mars, Sparkster, and Soccer. Contra the Alien Wars on Game Boy. Interplay as Clay Fighter 2, Star Trek Academy, Blackthorn. Lost Vikings 2. And then... what is this? Ubisoft Street Racer. That's pretty much it for them. Ghoul Patrol Zombies Ate My Neighbors too. Oh, no kidding. I was unaware of that. I have to look into that. Oh my god, it keeps going. Absolute's Rise of the Robots, chat. We mentioned that earlier. Oh boy. Absolute also announced development of Star Trek Generations Beyond the Nexus. I don't think that happened. I don't think that's a real thing. Sony ImageSoft has Mickey Mania. I remember reading about Mickey Mania and that looking pretty cool. It's like a Disney game with like insane level of animation. ESPN bullshit. Bunch of sports stuff. Oh wait, there's some other stuff buried down here. 20th Century Fox is pushing forward an underground comic book hero farce, The Tick, and a game based on this fall's release of The Page Master. Spectrum, Holobyte, Microprose, Bulletproof Software, Wild Snake, new Star Trek stuff. Microprose continues to work on Super Civilization. Final Fantasy 3 is on the way. Square also showed Breath of Fire and plans to release a third RPG later in '94. At Enix, the focus is on adventure with Brainlord and King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. Robotrek. That's right. A lot of this stuff is not that far away. But I told you, Illusion of Gaia and Final Fantasy III are getting shown off in 2 issues from now. Robotrek is a little bit further down. Might and Magic 3, Ultima Runes of Virtue 2, Ultima 7, Uncharted Waters New Horizons, Erebus Supersonic, Nobunaga's Ambition, Lord of Darkness. What else is there? Super Bomberman 2, Addams Family Values, Jurassic Park 2, more Ren and Stimpy, Sequest DSV. Who remembers Sequest, chat? Bassmasters, Akira, The Mask, Fireteam Rogue, Balls. Elite is working on 2 Super FX racing games, Power Slide and Dirt Racer, Vortex, Future Zone. Other than some sports stuff, that's it. You get to play as the dolphin, not kidding? I know. Did the Cure game happen? I don't believe so. If it did, it wasn't released outside Japan. All right. And that's it. That's it. We did it, chat. We have finished August of 1994. All right, in September, I think they lied here. I'm pretty sure Illusion of Gaia is not next issue. I think they had to push that one. I think it's actually Donkey Kong Country in the next one. Oh, it's the making of Donkey Kong Country in the next one. We also got Blackthorn, Vortex, Pocky and Rocky 2, Erebus Supersonic, and Super Bomberman 2. Also, the final episode of their Secret of Mana special, Killer Instinct, and an all-new video game rating system. Oh boy, oh joy. I can't wait. That Wario on that Wario Land card looks very perplexed. Can't wait to request the ESRB next issue. Actually, now, hang on. I gotta double check this now. Okay, yeah, still too early for Donkey Kong Country proper. I think they pushed Illusion of Gaia from the next issue and replaced it with Mortal Kombat 2. Because that's the cover feature of the next one. He looks constipated. So where will you be when the acid kicks in, Wario? Oh, God. All right, chat. Well, anyway, we did it. We did it. August 94 is donezo. That means we're starting a new issue on Saturday. And as promised, I'm gonna have a little surprise for y'all. This next issue, we're gonna approach a little bit differently. I'm not gonna say too much about it. We'll talk about it on Saturday. Paying Nestor to rob George. So yeah, is the surprise bees? Well, it isn't now. I bet it's a guest appearance by Donkey Kong. All right, schedule, chat. Schedule. Tomorrow night, variety night. Come show up for some form of variety. I've got a plan. I may alter the plan, but I've got a plan. Saturday, starting the next issue of Nintendo Power, September 1994, with a special surprise. No stream on Sunday. I don't stream on Sunday. And then on Monday, we're back to Caves of Cud. More adventures with Fumier, our very accomplished fuming godchild true kin. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But yeah, that's the plan, chat. That's what we got coming up. Never on Sunday. I wouldn't even hear of it. What a ridiculous notion. That's the Lord's Day. Haha. Alright, gang. Let's go find somebody to raid. We'll turn in a tiny bit early today. See if we can't pay somebody a raid. We'll pay Bassie a raid. They're playing New Vegas. I think I can... Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and start this up right now. Virtual Boy Odyssey. Alright, gang. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for another big old night of the Power Hours. I do so enjoy going through these magazines, roasting the roastable, finding little hidden gems and stuff. It's such a cozy time. I always really look forward to it. So glad I could share this with you tonight, and I hope you had a good time, and hopefully I will see you out tomorrow night for whatever gaming variety it is that I decide to bring to your table. Until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.